And 2-1 pitch from Jones to Tkach is popped up out of play. Once again, the leadoff hitter, Sowers for the Traverse City West Titans, flied out to right field for the first out of the inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Jones. Swing and a miss. So 1 out or 2 outs now in the top of the four. Yep, got it. So Jones working quickly in the top of the first inning. Hymas stands in for the TC West Titans. Takes low in the ground. Ball 1. Highly anticipated Big North Conference matchup this afternoon between these two teams. A lot of anticipation, but I think we've all been anticipating great weather, which we finally have in Northern Michigan. As the 1-0 pitch from Jones, inside, ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch, taken on the outside part of the plate, strike 1. That's a tough pitch to do anything with. You just kind of got to let that one go by and live to see another pitch. Here's the 2-1. That's fouled back out of play. All the way over to the hard ball, the diamond, where the boys are playing baseball. So count goes even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Jones trying to retire the side in order. And that one's fouled back out of play once again. So Hamas doing a good job to battle at the plate, protect the zone. Last 2 pitches looked like they would have been strikes. Hamas doing a good job of fouling those off, waiting to get her pitch at the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Jones. Outside. Good job of laying off that one. So the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the third hitter of the inning. That one's pounded deep to right field, and that's foul. Wind has settled down here for everyone who joined us yesterday. The wind was quite troublesome. So the count's still full on Hamas. 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Full count. Here's the pitch from Jones. Outside and high. Ball 4. So Hamas takes her base. Next up, the cleanup hitter for the Titans, Smith. So with 1 on, 2 outs, Jones sets and delivers. That's in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch. That one's in for a called strike. Number 2, stealing second base and applying the tag. Mogenberg to Jones. Mogenberg to Radulski, making the play, making the tag. And the Titans are out in the top of the first inning. So a great throw down to second from Mogenberg retires the Titans in the top of the first. We're going to go to the bottom of the first inning as the Blue Devils come to the plate. Leading off for the Blue Devils will be Jones, followed by Depew, and then Jones. So the 2 Jones sisters in the top 3, the 2 of the top 3 in the lineup for the Blue Devils this afternoon. We want to thank our friends over at the Pine Squirrel. The first inning is brought to you by our friends at the Pine Squirrel, brought to you commercial free. If you're into recreation, having a good time, getting together with friends, and staying active as well. The Pine Squirrel is your place for slow pitch softball leagues and a good way if you're new to the area to meet some people. And that's the Pine Squirrel in Gaylord, proud sponsor of Gaylord High School softball. So with the Pine Squirrel, check them out if you're interested or if you're looking into being involved in a slow pitch softball league or just looking to get out and meet some new people. That's the Pine Squirrel, proud sponsor of Gaylord softball and high school athletics. So after Jones retired the side in order, the Blue Devils will come to the plate, looking to bounce back after a couple tough losses playing in downstate tournaments the last couple weeks. Lost to a Grosse Pointe team, but now an opportunity to advance that record in Big North Conference play. So let's see what they can do in the top half or bottom half of the first inning, as the Titans are ready to roll. Blue Devils were anxiously awaiting as the catcher Hamus was tagged out at second base, so it took her a little while to get the catcher's gear on. But we're ready to rock in the bottom of the first inning. Home plate umpire Tom Pratt gives the go-ahead, and we're ready to roll in the bottom of the first. That one misses away. So the 1-0 pitch to Jones is low, ball 2. Depew on deck for the Blue Devils. So the 2-0 pitch to Jones, that's outside again, ball 3. I apologize for the mispronunciation. It was Jones, the shortstop, who made the tag out in the top half of the inning. 2-1 to the leadoff hitter, way outside. Three-1 the count to the leadoff hitter for the Blue Devils. Depew on deck. And that one's pushed into left field. That's going to get down over the head of the left fielder, go to the fence. Jones is going to cruise in with a lead-off double for the Blue Devils, as that was a solid piece of hitting there, working the count in her favor, waiting to get her pitch. Once she found it, she did not miss it, hitting that one into the opposite field, deep to left for a lead-off double for the Blue Devils. Up next, Depew, as she's going to square to bunt, pulls it back as that pitch was low. So 1-0 the count to Depew. Bottom of the first inning, that one's inside. Good velocity for this pitcher from the Titans. But Blue Devils continuing their patient approach at the plate like they've been doing all season long. So now 2-0 the count on Depew. That one's inside again. Run the count to 3 balls, no strikes. Having a hard time finding the strike zone early are the Titans. Let's see if Depew is swinging away on 3-0. And she's going to take high, ball 4. So that'll put 2 runners on base. The pitcher, number 7, Aubrey Jones, comes in for the Blue Devils with 2 on and no outs. And at this point in time, we're going to bring in our co-host this afternoon, Nick Wenzel. Nick, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
That's right, Nick. We got an excellent day out this afternoon. With 2 out, here's the opening pitch to Jones, is in for a called strike right on the bottom half of the zone. So, first hitter that's been behind in the count here. 0-1. Jones on second, Depew on first. Aubrey Jones at the plate. That one's chopped foul at home plate right over the head of the catcher. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's inside, just a little bit low. So that pushes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 count. That one's hit high in the air to right field. Easy play made for the right fielder. That'll retire Jones. Runners are not able to advance. Up next for the Blue Devils is Alexis Kozlowski. And that one's taken outside for a, waiting on the signal here. I believe that one was for, here's the pitch, that one's outside. And the 1-0 pitch to Kozlowski is taken outside. The 2-0 pitch is missing high and away. Or if that was the 3-0 pitch that missed high and away. So with only 1 out, Blue Devils have the bases loaded with Mogenberg strolling in to the plate. Good opportunity for the Blue Devils to do some early damage here in the bottom of the first. Bases are juiced for Mogenberg as she's going to take for a called first strike. So the 0-1 pitch to Mogenberg is low and inside, ball 1. Force out at any base with the bases loaded right now for the TC West Titans. That one's inside for ball 2. Mogenberg looking very comfortable at the plate. That one was pretty far inside, and she just kind of shifted out of the way of that one. 2-1 the count on Mogenberg, number 5 hitter for the Blue Devils. And she's going to ask for time. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's fouled out of play, far out of play. Run the count even to 2 balls, 2 strikes on Mogenberg. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. So the first strikeout of the game for Traverse City West. So with Mogenberg retired, it will be up to Radulski to get the job done for the Blue Devils in the bottom of the first inning. Base is still loaded. And that one's chopped down the third baseline. Going to be a hard play coming home, but missing the throw high. Jones comes around to score. Depew trying to score. She's safe. Advancing to second is Radulski. Advancing to third is Kozlowski. Blue Devils have early 2-0 lead. Would have been a hard play on any base for the third baseman there. Since she was charging the ground ball from Radulski, her best option was to come home with it. She did. Just airmailed the throw. The Titans weren't able to execute, as that'll lead to a first pitch ball down and outside and low, as the Blue Devils have runners on second and third, 2 outs in the still the bottom of the first inning. And taking ball number 2 is Kennedy Wangler. Going to have a play at first base, as this one's chopped down the third base line, foul. 2-1 the count. So 2-1 the count on Wangler. That one misses outside and low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Blue Devils with a chance here to really pour it on in the bottom of the first inning. 2 runs around to score on the error by the third baseman for Traverse City West, missing the catcher at home. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Wangler. That's chopped to the shortstop, mishandled, and all runners are safe. And coming around to score is Kozlowski. So 3-0 lead for the Blue Devils. And that'll bring up the other Wangler. And that one's in there for a first pitch strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning for the Blue Devils. Runners on the corners. Mogenberg on third, Wangler on first. One the count. And the pitch. That one's fouled back, up and out of play. So with 1 ball, 2 strikes to count, 2 outs, still in the first inning. Blue Devils looking to extend this lead, and that one swung on and missed. So the final hitter is retired for the Blue Devils, but not before they're able to get 3 runs across the plate. We're going to step aside here as we get ready for the Traverse City West at-bats in the top of the second, right after this message from our sponsor.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
These days, pretty much every business has some sort of discount or rewards program. The only problem is with all these different places doing it different ways, it can feel like a juggling act trying to remember which thing to bring where. Luckily, there's a service that will take all that hassle away for you, so you can just give up the juggling act altogether. For the Local offers you exclusive access to discounts at all your favorite local locations for just $5.99 a month. And the best part about it is, the only thing you gotta remember is the one thing you'll never forget, your cell phone. So go on forthelocal.com today, sign up, and let us take care of the juggling for you.
Well, it's a beautiful day for softball, everyone, as I'm Charles Strail, joined by Nick Wenzel, my co-host Tyler Bowerman. We're in the top of the second inning. Blue Devils up 3-0 after scoring 3 runs and pushing 3 runs across the plate. Leading off for the Traverse City Central Titans, will be Teesworth, as Jones readies and fires this one. Off-speed breaker misses low, ball 1. So with the 1-0 pitch, that one swung on and missed. So count goes to 1-1. Jones ready, sets, delivers. That one's in for a called strike. So 1-2 the count. Jones quickly working ahead of Teesworth. On deck for the Titans is Metz, followed by Nicolau. The 1-2 from Jones is high, ball 2. That one's fouled up out of play. Count stays even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is low. Run the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Just missed on the inside portion of the plate. Maybe a tad bit low on Teesworth. And so the count is so now that the count is, well, we still have a 3-2 count. And Jones fires and Teesworth is retired. Excuse me, that was Metz. So Metz now up for the TC West Titans. We have Teesworth on first. 0-1 count on Metz. That one's called for a strike. Strike 2. So 0-2 on the hitter for the Titans. That one's chopped to second base, unable to handle it at second. And it looks like all runners are going to be safe on the misplay. Second baseman and shortstop couldn't get that one figured out. So Teesworth goes to second. Metz safe at first. We're going to bring in our first base cameraman, Nick Wenzel. Nick, what did you see down there?
Saw first base line drive.
Yep. Here's the first pitch from Jones, strike 1. So Jones working methodically. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Nicolau. That one misses high and away. So the 1-1 count. Jones ready and fires. That one swung on and missed. Nicolau couldn't catch up to that one. And with that, I bring in my co-host this afternoon, Tyler Bowerman. Tyler, Aubrey Jones working very efficiently so far through, just through 1 inning. What impresses about you, or what impresses her about you?
She's attacking the zone, making sure the hitters get 0-2 counts quickly. Like
Sure.
This one's a 1-2 count. I believe the last one was like a 2-2 or 1-2 again.
Right.
She's attacking the zone. If it wasn't for a mishandle at second, they would have had at least 1 out, maybe 2 there.
That's right. So with the 1-2 pitch, that one is grounded down the first base line. Staying alive and doing a good job of it is Nicolau for the Titans. Runner on second and runner on first and second for the Titans. They're on the top of the second inning. Wind starting to howl a little bit. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled back out of play. Spectator eliminator, if you're over there watching the baseball game going on right now, but it looks like everyone's still okay after that one really got shot over the right field fence.
We've had a couple of those today so far. A couple of them went way over there.
And that 2-2 pitch is grounded and trying to turn two, but unable to make the relay. Blue Devils get one out at second, though, as Nicolau advances on the fielder's choice. Metz out at second. Teesworth goes to third. So with one out, runners on the corners, that'll bring up Phillips for the Titans.
You know, and that was a good scenario there. They gave them a chance to get two here still in the second, or this next at bat here.
Yeah. So here's the first pitch to Phillips. Jones readies, sets, fires. Called strike. Quick snap throw down to third base. Back in there was Teesworth. Mogenberg keeping the runners honest with that snap throw. So that'll bring up the count to one. No balls, one strike. That one's popped way high back over the protective fence here. Phillips now finds herself down in the count. No balls, two strikes against a pitcher like Jones who can overpower you with a fastball and then also change speeds to get the hitter off balance. Let's see what she does here on the 0-2 count. And she's going to go off speed with the off-speed breaker, and that'll send Phillips back to the bench. Up next, the number 9 hitter for the TC West Titans, number 11, Smith, with runners still on the corners.
And that last pitch was a beauty. It was so slow. You know,
right.
Her eyes probably lit up the back of her head, and it just went in there and dropped.
And then after the off-speed pitch to retire Phillips, Jones comes back with a heater for strike number 1. The 0-1 pitch from Jones. That one's low and inside, ball 1. So the 1-1 pitch. 2 down in the top of the second. That one's fouled deep out of play again. A lot of these foul balls going like very, very far down the right field line as the wind beginning to pick up. Once again, last 2 days here from Gaylord High School field been very windy. Jones readies with the 1-2 pitch. Couldn't hold up on the swing through. On the swing as Smith is retired. Jones retires the side after allowing 2 base runners. With that, we're going to check in with our first base analyst, Nick. What have you been seeing down on the base paths?
I've been seeing 1 out. I saw 1 out at the first base, and then I saw a throw to third base for an out. And there's a lot of line drives to the right.
That's right. A lot of foul balls being hit down the right. We thank you for calling in, Nick. We appreciate it. You checking in, being our eyes down the first base line for today's game as the Blue Devils come up in the second, or the bottom of the second inning. Second inning brought to you by Jimmy John's. That's Jimmy John's in Gaylord, home of the mouth-watering gourmet sandwiches that are freaky fast. Proud sponsor of Next Level Broadcasting and the official pregame sponsor of all Next Level Broadcasting athletic events. That's Jimmy John's in Gaylord. Stop in for our favorite, the Club Lulu, or the number 7, I believe that's the Vito, at Jimmy John's. So as we head into the bottom of the 7th inning, leading off for the Blue Devils will be number 5, Depew. That's Haley Depew. So she stands into the batter's box, readies for the first pitch. And that one's fouled right back to the screen. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's one is grounded into the hole at shortstop. Going to be a hard throw. Safe at first is Depew, though. Good play by the shortstop just to get that ball over the first base, wasn't it, Tyler?
It was. It was good range by the shortstop, and then made a solid throw to first.
You know, they might not have gotten the out, but as a spectator and as a player, you now know the range of that shortstop.
Yes.
So you know that if it's hit deep in the hole, it's going to be a hard play.
And on top of that, it saved it from going to the outfield and possibly causing an error out in the outfield, a throwing error, something happening, which allows her to get to second.
Right. So with 1-0 or 1-1 count, as that one misses down low. So with Jones at the plate, Depew on deck. That one misses outside.
Yeah.
A 2-1 count for the Blue Devils. And that one's chopped to the second baseman. That one's going to get through for a base hit. Depew rounding second, going into third, and going in with another double is Jones.
Is that the right? Okay, so that's three. That's one. Oh, no, that's one. Yeah.
So as the Blue Devils have runners on second and third, Shepard now at the plate, Jones on second, and Depew on third. That one's taken inside for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to count on Shepard. And that one's hit high in the sky to straightaway center field. Going to be a hard play. Charging in to make the play, but unable to do so. Coming around to score from third is Depew. So an RBI single for Shepard, as that one just kind of hung up in the air forever. Unable to make the play where the Titans and the Blue Devils put another run on the board. So the bases are runners on second and third for the number 3 hitter, Aubrey Jones. So Jones with 1 strike, no outs still. Wind's starting to pick up again. That one's chopped to the second baseman, gloved at shortstop, but shortstop unable to make the put out at third. Coming around to score is Jones. Advancing to third is Shepard. Aubrey Jones will stay put on first base. Apologize, that one was grounded to the shortstop, unable to make the out at third, however. Or the Tennessee, or excuse me, I want to say the Tennessee Titans, but it's the Traverse City Central Titans. So as they break to have a quick meeting on the mound, we're going to step aside and be right back after this message from For the Local.
These days, pretty much every business has some sort of discount or rewards program. The only problem is with all these different places doing it different ways, it can feel like a juggling act trying to remember which thing to bring where. Luckily, there's a service that will take all that hassle away for you, so you can just give up the juggling act altogether. For the Local offers you exclusive access to discounts at all your favorite local locations for just $5.99 a month. And the best part about it is, the only thing you gotta remember is the one thing you'll never forget, your cell phone. So go on forthelocal.com today, sign up, and let us take care of the juggling for you.
Here we are back in with a quick throw down to second, and getting the tag in time are the Traverse City West Titans, as Jones is out at second trying to steal. Kozlowski at the plate for the Blue Devils. That one's hit deep to left field, high in the air. Coming in to make the play is the left fielder tagging at third base, and coming home to score is Shepard. So Kozlowski gets the job done with a sacrifice fly. Score the run from third base as the Blue Devils advance or push the lead to 6-0. Mogenberg now at the plate. No runners on base, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. She'll take that one high for ball number one. Mogenberg, a very patient hitter. The 1-0 pitch is low inside, ball 2. Mogenberg sets, gets ready for the 2-0 pitch, takes low and inside, ball 3. So working the count to 3 balls, no strikes. We'll see if Mogenberg is swinging away here on 3-0. Last week, she took a 3-0 fastball and hit it over the fence. So let's see what she can do here. And that one misses outside as she takes the 2-out walk. So as Mogenberg advances to first base, Radulski up for the Blue Devils. Special pinch runner coming in for the Blue Devils as Mogenberg is relieved on first base, so she can go get the catcher's equipment on for the top of the 3rd inning. Radulski stands in for the Blue Devils, takes a first pitch strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Off-speed pitch had Radulski out in front of that one. As I welcome back in Tyler Bowerman. Tyler, what impressed you about that most recent pitch right there?
It was a nice off-speed pitch. Got her out ahead. She swung very aggressively there,
right,
trying to smack it over the wall. But
so the 0-2 pitch is a called strike 3. Radulski out, and the Blue Devils are out, but not before they get 3 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So as the Blue Devils are out in the 2nd, we head to the top of the 3rd inning. We're going to step back or step aside. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Actually, we're going to be back in 1 minute as we have a little bit extra time in between varsity games than we do junior varsity. So hang out. We'll be right back. This is Next Level Broadcast.
Propane is Northern Michigan's #1 propane supplier. We have achieved our success through dedication to our customer service and giving back to our community. And now we have decided to make our biggest contribution to our community yet. A portion of our proceeds will be given to the Munson Healthcare Otsego Memorial Hospital to help fund the new emergency department. So when you choose Johnson's Propane, you also choose Northern Michigan. Call our office or visit us online to become a new customer today.
Okay, welcome back. Top of the 3rd inning as the Trojans are at bat. Jones works slowly, the 0-1 pitch. So that's a called strike 2 as she wasn't able to square and get away after she squared the bunt. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Jones ahead of the count. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled right back to the screen. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Jones. Tapped down the first base line. The 0-2 pitch again from Jones. Ready, sets, fires low. That one bounced inside, so count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Jones. Right back at the screen. That will wake you up if you're sitting right behind it like we are.
Yes, it will. Close to your phone there.
Yeah, we've got some good protective steel in front of it. So as we got a 1-2 count, Jones works. Here's the pitch, and that one hit the batter. So a hit by pitch will advance the leadoff runner for the Traverse City West Titans in the top of the 3rd inning. And the first pitch is outside. Jones missing away. Runner on first base, no outs. Blue Devils lead 6-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Just a little bit low, ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Jones. Readies, fires. That one's tapped right at the plate. Bounces foul down the first base line. 90% of the foul ball is going down the first base line today. So that will run the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on first base for the Traverse City West Trojans. As Jones is ready for the 2-1 pitch. That one bounces inside, low. 3-1 the count. Three balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is fouled right back against the screen at home plate, so the count goes full. Runners will be on the move here. Full count. Jones readies, and that one misses low, ball 4. Runners, so 2 runners on base now for the Trojans, the Titans.
And this is back-to-back innings now. They have had runners on the base pass.
Yeah, that's right.
In scoring position. That first one was a 1-2 count, and she hit her.
That's right. And she hit the number. I believe she hit the number 9 hitter, Smith.
And that's usually one of the position or
the players don't want to hit as the lineup overturns, and then you have to deal with the top of the lineup after that.
And usually your 9 hitter, they tend to be another number 1 hitter.
Right.
They're usually fast and can get on base and steal you a base and get you an extra base.
So Jones readies with the 1-0 pitch. That one misses high, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to count in the top of the 3rd inning from Gaylord High School. That one swung on and missed for strike 1. Good to see her kind of find the strike zone with that one, Tyler.
It was. After, I don't know, 5.
Couple straight balls, yeah. And the 2-1 pitch is popped straight up to center field. Coming in to make the play is Wangler, as there's 1 down. Hamas, now the batter for the Titans. Catching for the Titans as well this afternoon is Hamas. And that breaking ball, it misses away. And the 0-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. Nice looking fastball that came right down the middle.
It was make the count even now, 1-1. Double play still in order.
That's right. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jones readies, fires. Hamas couldn't catch up to that one. Fastball on the outside part of the plate, swing and a miss. We've got a 1-2 count now. Watch out for the changeup here. The off-speed pitch ahead in the count. Jones might want to use that to her advantage. And that one looked like it was
I'd say a fastball.
A fastball that might have been a different variety.
Yeah.
Change the grip up on that, but so that'll make it 1-2 the count. Heyman staying alive in her second at bat. She reached in her first plate appearance in the first inning, but was thrown out at second base. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's grounded underneath the glove of the first baseman, and that'll be into right field. Oh my goodness, so Hamus hit a liner down the first base line, but it actually hit the base runner, Sowers. So Sowers is out.
Well, yeah, but they should still have a runner on third because if that's a dead ball. Because that runner from third ran home. She was on second running home.
Right, so as the umpires work to figure this one out.
So it should either be 6-1 or it should be runners on the corners with 2 outs.
Right. Unfortunately, yeah. So no run for the Titans as the runner can advance after the ball is hit.
Right.
So the ball immediately becomes dead after it makes contact. In this case, it made contact.
Now the TC West coach is going to talk to the
umps. So the Traverse City West coach is trying to get an explanation on why the run didn't count. The run didn't count because when the runner on the base paths was contacted by the ball, it becomes a dead ball. So no further advancement by the base runners at that point in time. So that'll put Smith back on third base, or Sowers back on third base.
You know, and that looks like the best opportunity to score a couple runs there.
Yeah, so with Hames on first, Smith now the cleanup hitter for the Titans. Takes the first ball low for ball 1. And that's also a tough break.
It is.
Because if that ball doesn't make contact with the base runner, then you're not going to have an out there as it got into right field. And that one's hit in a line deep
gone.
To straight away center field, and it's gone. Titans playing a little bit of long ball as Smith hit that out of left center field. A 3-run shot for the Titans as they scream back into this game and make it 6-3. Wow, that one was a rocket, Tyler.
It was, and if that out didn't count, then there would have been 4 runs in, and it would have been 2 runs in.
Would have been a grand slam.
It would have been. Well, maybe not.
No, because it would have. Sowers would have scored from third. So a 3 RBI home run for Smith. And Teesworth up for the Titans now with no runners on base. However, some damage done in the top of the third inning for the Titans on a long ball by Smith.
You know, and that ball got out of here in a hurry. It was a line drive shot over that wall.
It cleared the wall maybe by only 2 feet.
Yeah, not much.
However, it probably continued going over the wall by about 20 feet because it had some steam on it.
Yeah, it did. When it hit that parking lot, it probably started bouncing a little bit too.
So Jones now ahead of the count quickly. No balls, 2 strikes. That one's down and in for ball number 1.
You know, it's good to see her attack the hitter after she just gave up the home run there.
Yeah, sometimes you can get a little bit rattled, and you got to stay with the game plan on the mound. 1-2 pitch to Teesworth, and that one misses high.
Patient hitting here by TC West after the home run now.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count, 2 outs. Jones retires Teesworth, but not before the Titans get 3 runs and make it a 6-3 game. So as the Titans are out in the top of the third, the Blue Devils coming to the plate. We'll step aside, be right back After these messages, this is Next Level Broadcasting.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Dude, check out this birthday cake I just got.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Did you get that one at the local bakeries?
No, I got it at the grocery store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I see that for a second?
Yeah.
Seriously, dude? All these for the local bakeries, and you had to go to the supermarket? Like, it's not even my birthday.
It was for my mom.
Oh. Still.
Back in with softball action this afternoon. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Blue Devils coming to the plate with a 6-0 lead. Wangler leads it off for the Blue Devils in this inning as the Traverse City West Titans stormed back with a 3-run home run by Smith in the top half of the inning. Let's look for the Blue Devils to see if they can put some runs back on the board in response to that. And that was a missile shot out of just over the wall in left center field. Wangler now with a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1 pitch, taken high up top for ball number 2. That one's hit down the third base line, foul by about 1.5 feet. So Wangler will have to come back into the batter's box. She almost got all the way to first base on that one. As that one misses outside and away. Three to the count for on Wangler. Waits on the full count pitch. Pops it straight up, and she's retired by the third baseman for the Titans. Here's the first pitch to Addison Wangler. That one's taken for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That one's pulled down the third base line, foul.
Just have to wait on that ball a little bit more, and that would have been a double down the line.
Yeah, maybe just a split second longer.
Yep.
And that's going to be inside the third base bag, and she's more than likely cruising into second with a double. And that pitch is in there for a called third strike, so Wangler down. 2 outs in the top of the third, or bottom of the third for the Blue Devils. The number 9 hitter, Depew, now trying to get something going in the bottom of the third. This game started off really well for the Blue Devils, 6 early runs, and then the Titans answered back with 3 runs in the top of the third. Blue Devils so far struggling to get anything going again in the third inning. 0-1 pitch to Depew. So now Depew down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. That one misses low and inside, but a good pitch, Tyler. That one was, just missing inside maybe being able to change the eye level for the hitter on this next pitch.
Very enticing pitch for the hitter, too.
Down and into a right-handed hitter.
Yep. Wanted to get a swing over top of it.
That's right. So just as I kind of saw coming, that one was up high.
Yep, up and in.
So the pitch before that was down and in. Next one came in, up and in. Kind of playing with the hitter's eye level.
And usually that pitch right there is the one they most are likely to swing at. 'Cause
Right.
It's right by your eyes.
Right. Depew with a really good eye as she's able to take that one outside for ball number 3. Run the count to full as Depew waits on the payoff pitch. Depew waits on the payoff pitch now. 2 outs. And that one misses high. So ball 4. Depew's on base, bringing up the leadoff hitter Jones for the Blue Devils.
You know, and after that 1-2 count she got her in, she threw 3 straight balls that were changing the eye levels of the hitter. The first 2 were, and
Right.
then the last one was just outside. Couldn't locate her pitch there.
That's right. So with Depew on first, Jones takes a ball outside and away for which will make the count 1 balls, no strikes.
You know, and I'm assuming the coach is going to be telling them to take pitches here.
Just to try to make the pitcher work.
Well, not only that, but you saw the pitcher throw before the last pitch 4 straight balls.
Right. So that one evens the count up at 1-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. That one's in for a called strike. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. Blue Devils batting in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. And that one's hit deep to center field, and it is gone. Oh, man, a big fly for Jones. 2 runs will score for her. Depew around 3rd. She's mobbed at the plate. Jones around 3rd. Wow, Tyler, that one.
That was
the center
crushed.
fielder didn't even flinch.
No, she knew it was gone. I think everyone in the park knew it was gone there. I mean, that was just deep out there to right center.
So as Jones drives in 2 runs, Blue Devils get 2 runs back after giving up 3 in the top of the 3rd. So with the bases cleared, coming up now digging in is Shepard. And that one is inside. She had to do a quick icky shuffle with her feet there to get out of the way of that one.
Yep, she did. You know, all this coming with 2 outs.
That's right. Depew with the 2-out walk,
Yep.
which brought Jones to the plate.
And with Depew, it was a 1-2 count, so she had 1 strike left to go in the inning.
That's right. Depew was able to work the count, eventually led to a walk. So, I mean, as much credit as you can give to Jones for the home run, you also have to give credit to Depew for drawing that walk. As Shepard's going to hit that one right up the middle for a base hit. Shortstop playing deep in the hole, and Shepard was able to take advantage of that.
Just hit it right up the middle.
So the top of the order for the Blue Devils doing the damage here.
It is.
With the home run by Jones. Shepard on first after the single. That'll bring up pitcher Aubrey Jones. Chance to help her cause on the mound here at the plate.
Grow the lead, make up for her mistake pitch there on the home run there.
That's right. So 2 outs. Jones is going to swing away, miss on the first pitch offering.
You could tell she wanted that home run.
Well, that was the pitch that's so enticing. Right down the middle, a little bit elevated.
Oh.
And when you see that leave the hand of the pitcher, when it leaves the hand, it's going to be right at belt level.
Yep.
It's going to eventually rise up to about the numbers where it's hard to catch up with. 1-1 the count now on Jones. That one's pulled down the third base line. She was way out ahead of that one. So the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That one's in for a called strike 3.
Beautiful pitch there.
Yeah, that after going off speed on the pitch before that, got Jones out in front of it. Then she comes back low and inside with a fastball to retire the side. Blue Devils out. Blue Devils are out in the bottom of the third inning, but not before they answer back with a home run from Jones, scoring Depew all the way. And Tyler, we talked about it earlier that Depew's walk got Jones to the plate.
Yep.
And so she deserves some credit for drawing that 2-out walk from the number 9 spot in the batting order.
That was a 1-2 count too on top of that, so she worked the count all the way back.
That's right. We want to give a big shout out and thanks to our sponsor this afternoon, the Pine Squirrel in Gaylord, Michigan. The Pine Squirrel, your best place for all types of recreation, softball, good place to hang out, meet new people, meet up with your friends. That's the Pine Squirrel on US 27 South in Gaylord. Also home to spring, summer, and fall softball, slow pitch, and I believe fast pitch softball leagues. That's the Pine Squirrel, one of our sponsors for today's game. And as I welcome back in Tyler Bowerman, Tyler, we have a change on the mound. It'll be Radulski taking over for Jones.
And then we also have a change at catcher too. We have Addison catching now.
Yep, with Mogenberg going to third base.
Yep. Those are three notable changes there. I don't know about the rest.
Right, so Radulski comes in for Jones. Jones goes to center field.
Okay.
Aubrey Jones goes to center. Mogenberg goes to third base, and Wangler comes in to catch.
Yes. Addison Wrangler.
Yep.
Nice catch out there in center field by Aubrey Jones. With 1 out in the top of the 4th, it's an 8-3 ball game. Wind's picking up a little bit more. Good pitch by Aubrey Jones there, just on the outside, or not Aubrey Jones, Radulski there. Nice little single there over the shortstop's reach. It's a runner on base for TC West with 1 out. It looks like we're going to have a change in the lineup.
So I believe that was Phillips with the single into left field for the Titans. We'll see what the coach for the Titans is looking to do here as we have a meeting with the home plate umpire, Tom Pratt.
I think it's something to do with the batter at the plate now. Changing the hitter or something.
Okay, so we're back and ready for play. 1 down in the top of the 4th inning for the Traverse City West Titans. Radulski works from the mound, and she delivers a pitch high and away for ball number 1. Phillips on first for the Titans, Smith at the plate. And that one swung on and missed. Radulski, Tyler, is a different kind of pitcher than Jones. Jones really pounds the strike zone with a high velocity fastball, and you can tell that Jones is focusing on changing the eye level, but also really working to get ahead of the count.
Also changing the speed of the pitches too.
Right. So 1-0 the count. Brodowski working on the mound for the Blue Devils. That one swung on and missed. Brodowski with the 1-1 pitch. That one misses outside. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled over the right side of the fence once again, Tyler. As and you don't want to be sitting over there in this game this afternoon.
You do not. There's been so many hits over there.
So we're in the top of the 4th inning. Blue Devils lead 8-3. 2 outs. Even count 2-2. That one's chopped right to the second baseman. And the side is retired for the Titans. So quick inning for Radulski. And Blue Devils will come to bat in the bottom of the 4th. Give us the time to think of some more of our sponsors this afternoon. We want to thank our friends at the Gaylord Jimmy John's. Listen, if you're looking to feed the family in a freaky fast way, head over to the Gaylord Jimmy John's for their mouth-watering gourmet sandwiches, the official pregame sponsor of Next Level Broadcasting and all of our away games. And you know, those away games during football season, you got to leave town sometimes at about 5 o'clock, 4:30 on those Upper Peninsula trips. So our friends at Jimmy John's set you up, and you know, there's really nowhere else you'd want to get a takeout order from, especially if you're in a hurry. That's Jimmy John's and Gaylord. Also want to thank our friends at the Pine Squirrel. Pine Squirrel, the official sponsor of Gaylord softball on Next Level Broadcasting this year. Also want to thank Next Level Sandbag for their support in Northern Michigan, helping those who are facing water erosion problems deal with that in a quick, easy, providing a temporary solution for a temporary problem. If you're having any trouble with your water or water line due to erosion from your lake, stream, river, reach out to Next Level Sandbag and they'll help you out. So as I was running through our sponsor lists, number 8, Alyssa Kozlowski was able to get a single up the middle for a leadoff hit for the Blue Devils. That'll bring up Mogenberg with 1 on, no outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Blue Devils up 8-3 as that one's fouled right back. A little chin music for the home plate umpire, Tom Pratt.
Took it right in the face.
Yeah, that one got him right in the kisser.
It did. It did. Says he's all fine.
That's right. So Mogenberg now takes a ball 1 to even the count. Kozlowski on first base. Have only seen 1 steal so far this afternoon for the Blue Devils. Definitely respect the arm of James behind the plate for the Titans. Actually, James threw out Jones.
She did.
In the 2nd inning.
I think that was the only attempt, like you mentioned.
Yeah. Well, there was 2 attempts. I believe the Blue Devils have 1 steal on 2 attempts.
Okay.
There's a 1-2 pitch to Mogenberg. That's hit high in the air. Third baseman underneath it to make the catch. So Mogenberg is out, 1 down in the bottom of the 4th for the Blue Devils as Radulski comes up to the plate. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit more, Tyler.
It was. That's what I mentioned before when you stepped away there for a minute.
So we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Blue Devils up 8-3. Kozlowski on first. Radulski calmly bends a knee to avoid being hit by the pitch there. That one came in right at her knee, and she just slowly and just kind of haphazardly moved her foot out of the way of that one.
Yep.
So the 1-0 pitch is popped high in the infield. Shortstop is underneath it to make the play. There are 2 down in the 4th inning as Wangler up to the plate now for the Blue Devils. Seeing if they can get a little 2-out magic like they had last inning.
Yes, a lot of 2-out magic last inning.
And that pitch is outside, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch to Wangler is outside for ball number 2. So the 2-out pitch for Wangler, quickly ahead of the count, is up high, ball 3.
Three-zero count here, you would expect to take all the way, unless it's a perfect pitch.
Right. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses high, so a walk for Wangler, and number 44, Wangler, will have to take off the catcher's gear as she was waiting in the on-deck circle. She'll stride into the plate with 2 runners on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. On deck is Depew. And the pitch is pulled down the left field line into left field. Falling over in left field is the left fielder. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. Wangler into third with an RBI double. Hit that into left field, and it looked like the turf monster got a hold of the left fielder's shoes.
Something got a hold of her out there.
It tripped her up.
Yep.
And her feet got tangled or got crossed up, and that one ended up over her head and almost went to the wall as Wangler advances to third base. 2-run score for the Blue Devils, making this one 10-3. Depew stands in and takes a first pitch strike. Last time Depew walked and then scored on the home run by Jones.
I believe they need 3 runs to mercy him here.
That's right, as that one's popped up into short center field, and that'll drop for a base hit. So just kind of a lazy pop fly single drops in for Depew, making it 11-3. Jones now the batter for the Blue Devils, as they have back-to-back hits, scoring 3 runs from the last 2 batters with 3 RBIs. Depew on first. Jones takes away, ball 1.
Okay, so I'm just hearing behind me it's 15 after 4.
That's right. So the mercy rule limit is enacted when it's 15 runs after 4 or 10 runs after 5. So Jones is going to pull this one and hits Depew. So Depew is out, and so are the Blue Devils, but not before they get 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. We're going to step aside and be right back with the top of the 4th, or top of the 5th, right after this. This is Next Level Broadcasting. Are you sick and tired of monotonous family dinners? Then you need to call an audible and let BC Pizza take care of the rest. They've been the best source of handmade, hometown gourmet pizzas since 1988. And with over 30 locations, they're built to serve you. Their presence in each community has been second to none. BC Pizza has a wide variety of menu options, including salads, grinders, and of course, their famous pizza. BC Pizza, the best choice pizza.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
All right, so top of the 5th action from Gaylord High School field. On the mound is Radulski, as Wangler is hurrying up after she just scored, had to get the catcher's gear on quickly. 3 runs coming in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Blue Devils. Top of the order up for the Titans. In the top of the 5th, it'll be Sowers, Tkach, and Hamus. 11-3 lead for the Blue Devils, scoring 3 runs in each of the last 2 innings. Home runs in this game by Jones for the Blue Devils and Smith for the Titans.
They really broke this game open the last 2 innings.
That's right. We're ready for the first pitch to Sowers as that's chopped to shortstop. Jones with the play and the makes the put out. Ruling on that one 6-3. Up next, the number 2 hitter for the Titans, Tkach. Hamus on deck. Radulski sets and fires. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. Tkach couldn't hold back and was out in front of that one as she swung.
Way too early.
Good way to mix in a changeup on the first pitch of the at-bat.
Steal a strike there.
That's right, as that one's hit down the first base line, foul. Once again, first base line, everyone over there as a spectator needs to stay alert, being peppered with foul balls.
A lot of them over there.
As Radulski now ahead in the account, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. So Tkach is retired on a strikeout. Up next, the number 3 hitter for the Titans, Hamus.
Really changed the eye levels that entire at bat.
Uh-huh.
Didn't show one pitch in the same location twice.
So with 2 outs in the top of the 5th, number 3 hitter, Hamus, comes up, and she's going to rip that one in the gap to left center, but a great catch made by Aubrey Jones to retire Hamus. Wow.
What a
Blue
catch
Devils
out there.
flashing some leather. Wow, that was
What
a great
catch.
grab.
You know, and the thing about that one is if she didn't catch that, that's going to the wall, and that's a double, maybe a triple with the runners in scoring position for TC West.
That might be the play of the year so far.
Yeah. Great catch.
And just the fielding ability by center fielder Jones on display there. She was able to lay out, concentrate enough to keep her eye on the ball as she was diving and make the grab to retire Hamus. And that was a really well hit baseball.
It was. It was smoked. It just started tailing to the right a little bit and allowed Aubrey Jones to catch it out there in center.
Yeah, we don't have the budget to track exit velocities here at Next Level Broadcasting, but that one was absolutely crushed off the bat of Hamus, and just an excellent play by the center fielder Jones. So the Blue Devils come to the plate in the 5th inning, up 11-3. But how about the job Radulski did in the last 2 innings? Not surrendering any runs and making quick work.
Really great job
of a potent Titans lineup.
Got help from her defense a couple times. That's the second diving catch we saw Aubrey Jones make too. So it's flashing some leather, helping Radulski at the mound there.
That's right. And not only that, but Radulski depending on both Jones girls.
Yes.
There was a nice play made on the infield. Shortstop put out 6-3 on the leadoff hitter, Sowers. Tkach struck out, and then Hamus, was a line out. So Blue Devil bats in the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off will be Shepard. And she's going to hit that one, a lazy pop fly, and it's going to fall into left field for a base hit. We've seen 2
just like that
hits just like that in the last 2 innings. I believe the other one was by Depew or Wangler. So that'll bring up Jones, Aubrey Jones that is.
After flashing some leather last inning, let's see if she can do something with the bat here now.
That's right. So Shepard on first base. Jones took the first pitch outside for a ball, number 1. Here's the pitch. That's pulled fouled on the third base line. Almost making a barehanded stab at it was the third base coach.
Yeah, making a good attempt at it.
So count goes even 1-1. And that one's fouled right back to the screen. 1-2 now on the center fielder, Jones. Bottom of the fifth inning, Blue Devils up 11-3. If you're just joining us, Blue Devils have gotten 6 runs in the last 2 innings. That one misses high, ball 2. 3 of those 6 runs came off the bat of Jones delivering a 3-run home run. And that one's hit to the shortstop. Going to be a hard play and just has to eat it, as the speed of Jones going down the first base line made that, pretty much an impossible play to retire Jones going down the line. So
you couldn't have got anyone out there. You could have tried to flip the second, but that was your only attempt to get it out there.
Right, it would have been a close play as well.
It would have been.
And sometimes when you're pressured into that, that's when errors happen. So good decision to just kind of keep that one in the glove, as that one's fired in there and swung on and missed for strike 1. Kozlowski, the batter for the Blue Devils. 2 runners on, first and second. And the off-speed pitch is in there for a called strike.
Good pitch there from
the Titans
Sowers.
pitching, from Sowers, doing a good job on the mound. Changing speeds, changing eye levels and elevations.
Yep.
Quickly ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Kozlowski waits on that one, and that one misses up top for ball number 1. Sowers fires. That's hit high in the air to center field, trying to make the play, and doing so, tagging and advancing to third base is Kozlowski. She's going to try and score at home, and she is in safe. Advancing to third is Jones.
Good heads-up base running by both the runner on second and the runner on first there.
Yeah, you really got to pay attention to those situations. Make the defense play for their overplays.
Yep.
Trying to get that lead runner sometimes can backfire if the runner behind them, in this case Jones, is able to keep a level head on the base paths in advance.
Yep.
Because of where the ball is being thrown around to. So Kozlowski scores on the sacrifice fly by Kozlowski on the sacrifice fly scores Shepard, as Mogenberg comes to the plate with a runner on third, 1 out. She takes ball 1. Mogenberg with an opportunity to end this game with a base hit.
Yep, she has an opportunity to. Even a pop fly will do a long pop fly.
Yep, sacrifice fly would score Jones from third base. 2-0 the count on Mogenberg.
And you have to believe the runner's running on contact if it's hit to the right-hand side, too.
Correct. Yeah, just as long as it's not hit on the ground to the left side of the infield. 2-0 count to Mogenberg. That one's
Just
hit
like
to
that.
the second baseman. That's going to score a run, and that's going to do it. So Aubrey Jones scores on the fielder's choice RBI to Mogenberg, and that'll end the first game of today's doubleheader. We're going to step aside here during this intermission and be back for game number 2 in about 20 minutes or so from Gaylord High School field. This is Next Level Broadcasting. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be back for game 2 in roughly 20 minutes. We'll be back right after this.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
With the first pitch of the inning, we saw a ground out by Sowers there to the third baseman, Mogenberg. Threw out at first, and then we had the second pitch of the game. We had a lazy pop fly in between second and short. No one was able to get to it in time, and the runner was safe at first. So that leaves it with one on in the top of the first with one out. A good catch there. Now 2 outs. Runner on first still. Rodolski pitching again. First pitch up and high. Smith at the plate here. Smoked it right by the shortstop. Just under a glove. Now we have 2 runners on. Tisworth is up with runners on first and second with 2 outs here. Striking the outside part of the plate. Snap throw over the first. Safe call. It's a 1-1 count now. Another pitch on the top of the zone. Looks like a fastball up there. 1-2 count. Getting ahead of the hitter is an important thing in this game. Seen the most of the last game from Rodolski. Third pitch is smoked right by the second baseman now. It's going to drive a... No! What a throw out there by center field. Right on the money, the catcher gunned her out at home. With that being said, that will be the end of the first inning. 0 runs scored for TC West. 3 hits, no runs, no errors. With that, we will take a break, and we will.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
And we're back here with the bottom of the first inning. Gaylord up to bat. We have the 1-2-3 hitters, Jones, Shepard, and Jones. Last in the first game of this doubleheader, we saw Jones hit a home run off a 2-1 pitch. It was a 2-run shot over the right center wall. I believe there was only 2 home runs last game. One by Smith of TC West and one by Jones of Gaylord. Nice catch out there by left field. Recovering on the hit. Made the nice catch in the line drive by Jones. 1 out now. Inside pitch. Backed her up a little bit. 1-0 count. Smacked it right to the second baseman. Second baseman in the first. Easy out there. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first for Gaylord. High fly ball to center field. Center field has to go out and then come back in. Catches it for the third out of the bottom of the first. Some hard contact there from Gaylord. 3 outs. 3 up, 3 down for Gaylord there. And we will hear from our sponsor at Gaylord Golf. Golf Gaylord. We're back here with the top of the second inning for TC West up to bat. Rodolski still pitching. Mets up the bat for TC West. First one inside there. Second one on the outside part of the plate. 1-1 count here. Ground ball to Mogenberg. Throws over the first. Gets it out at 1. 1 down in the top of the second with Slzalski coming up to plate. First one in the dirt. 1-0 count. Second one swung and missed there on the, looked like the changeup up high. 1-1 count here. Then she went fastball in that same location. Now it's 2-1. Good hitters count here. Change the speed on her again. 2-2 count here for Rodolski pitching. And that came right by us. Yeah, Charles almost made a catch on it. Two count. 1 out. And top of the second, TC West batting. Oh, high fastball way up top. Up by her eyes. Swung miss at it. Strike 3 there for Rodolski. Next up to bat, Wilkin. First one outside. Second one swung and missed on the outside again. Staying away from this hitter off the plate. 1-1 count here. Second one, or third one hit to Mogenberg at third. She kind of pinned it to the ground, threw it over the first, and got her out by a couple steps. With that being said, there was no hits, no runs, no errors in that inning for either team. We will be back in a minute as we hear from a couple of our sponsors.
Dude, check out this birthday cake I just got.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Did you get that one at the local bakeries?
No, I got it at the grocery store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I see that for a second?
Yeah.
Seriously, dude? All these for the local bakeries, and you gotta go to the supermarket? Like, it's not even my birthday.
It was for my mom.
Oh. Still.
Are you sick and tired of monotonous family dinners? Then you need to call an audible and let BC Pizza take care of the rest. They've been the best source of handmade, hometown gourmet pizzas since 1988. And with over 30 locations, they're built to serve you. Their presence in each community has been second to none. BC Pizza has a wide variety of menu options, including salads, grinders, and of course, their famous pizza. BC Pizza, the best choice pizza.
In the bottom of the second, we'll see the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Kozalski, Mogenberg, and Radalski. First pitch there from Sowers, down and away in the dirt. 1-0 count for here for Kozalski. Second one down the way again. 2-0 count here. Doesn't have to swing here if she doesn't want to. Has to be her pitch. Oh, she got caught in between there in that third pitch there. 2-1 count.
Yeah, it looks like she just kind of got, made up her mind that she was going to try and swing at that one and then tried to lay off it at the last second and just couldn't hold back.
Again, the fourth pitch outside. 3-1 count.
Brodalski has worked her way into a good hitter's count here, Tyler.
She has. No need to swing here.
Unless it's her pitch.
Yep. And that one's not going to be your pitch up by your eyes. She gets a 5-pitch walk there. 1 runner on for Mogenberg.
Mogenberg had the fielder's choice RBI to end the first game, today's doubleheader.
Yep. Walked it off. Just a little early on that one. Hooked it foul. To the left, I should say. One of the first foul balls we've seen that way, in that direction.
Yeah, most of them have gone down the first baseline with this wind blowing from center field to right field.
And that one, she goes the opposite way. And that is
fair.
Fair ball. 1 run's gonna score on that. Kozalski scores. And the RBI double there from Mogenberg.
Well, that one was scolded down the first base line and had enough spin on it to keep it fair.
Yep.
As we've seen most of the balls hit today down the first base line get pushed foul, Tyler. So that one obviously had enough juice on it to keep it fair, as the Traverse City West coach was asking for an explanation on that one. And the home plate umpire said it landed in fair ground and then eventually bounced foul.
Because he was a little late to call that. He was calling that as Mogenberg was almost rounding first there.
Yep.
Calling it fair. Had to make sure he got the call right there.
Yeah. Now the Blue Devils with a 1-0 lead.
Another pop up there, just in between, or just in front of the second baseman. She couldn't get to it in time. Allows Radulski to reach first safely. Moves Mogenberg over to third. And puts runners at the corner for Wagler.
Yeah, so Wangler now with an opportunity to do some damage.
That was a good pitch in the inside. Looked like a strike.
Just missed on the inside portion of the plate.
Yep.
When you're a little erratic, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't really get the benefit of those calls.
No, you will not. You will not get those calls. Next pitch is scolded in between short and third. Drives in Mogenberg, gets Radulski up to second, and allows Wangler to get the first with
Lenardowitz coming to the plate. So still no outs. Blue Devils could have an opportunity to put together a real big bottom of the second inning.
Yes, they could, with 3 solid base hits to start this inning, with Mogenberg's double, 2 singles, 1 infield single, I should say.
Yeah, Radulski reached on that infield single to second base.
Yep.
Had a lot of spin on that. As soon as it hit, it just kicked sideways.
We saw one of those like that in the first inning from TC West. It went right between second and short, and there's a little pop-up. Then go past second. Got her out.
Yeah, good call.
Got the lead runner out there, most important runner. Now it's going to take a solid base hit into the gap to score the runner from second here.
That was a really nice snap throw by the catcher.
It was.
Hamus.
It was.
There's a nice pitch.
Yep. 2-1 count now. Expect a fastball here, some sort of fastball. Normally it's a fastball in the 2-1 count here.
Yeah, you can kind of sit on that fastball, see what Lenardowitz decides to do if he wants to pull the trigger. And should take it inside, yeah.
Yep.
Fastball, though.
Yep. 3-1 count now. Has to be perfect for her. All the Gaylord hitters so far have been patient at the plate besides the first inning. They had a couple swing on first pitches. She's swinging 3-1. Popped up over to right field and went foul.
Almost making the play there was the right fielder. Also, our camera mount down the first base line almost made the play there.
Yep.
Took a hit by pitch. So Lenardowitz battling. Count goes now full 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Just a little high there from Sowers.
Yeah, so with that, let's see, the Blue Devils with 2 runners on. Tyler, it's
Robbins up to bat.
Yeah, primetime opportunity for Robbins to continue the success with only 1 out.
You don't want to hit on the ground here.
Right.
Anything in the air elevated will do the job to advance the runners.
Yeah, you want to keep it out of the diamond, you know.
Yep. Yep.
In the air, maybe something to right field, go the opposite way would be a good piece of hitting.
Swinging there 1-1, or swinging there 1-0 and swinging a miss there, so it makes it 1-1 here. 1 out, runners at first and second. 2 runs already in here for Gaylord.
That's a tough pitch. Can't
Yep.
do much with that one on the outside part of the plate.
Just have to take it.
Now that it's a 2-strike count, though, you just have to foul that one off.
Yep. If you get another one like those.
Yeah, good job of pitching there from Sowers. I mean, went outside and then came back inside to tie up the hitter, Robbins.
In the first at bat, we saw Jones fly out to left field. Kind of made a good play out there in left. First pitch swinging, though.
Well, it's one of those things when you see your pitch,
Yep, you swing
hit it.
Yep. Fastball outside. 1-0 count.
Same type of approach at the plate, though, for the Blue Devils. It hasn't changed from game 1 to game 2, making the pitcher work. It kind of exhausts their resources, and then when the pitcher makes a mistake, you know, you hit it hard.
Center field went out and then came back in. Made another play like that in the bottom of the first. That will be the third out in that inning. Top of 3, 0-0, or 2-0 I should say now, with Gaylord scoring those 2 runs. And now we will hear from Gaylord Golf. Golf Gaylord.
Johnson's Propane is Northern Michigan's #1 propane supplier. We have achieved our success through dedication to our customer service and giving back to our community. And now we have decided to make our biggest contribution to our community yet. A portion of our proceeds will be given to the Munson Healthcare Otsego Memorial Hospital to help fund the new emergency department. So when you choose Johnson's Propane, you also choose Northern Michigan. Call our office or visit us online to become a new customer today.
Top of 3 here. We'll see Radulski pitching again. Just waiting on the catcher to get her gear on, fish getting on. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's Wangler who had to get the gear on. Takes one pitch, fires it down to second. Jones applies the tag as the Blue Devils are ready to get going in the top of the third.
I believe we're at the 8-9-1 hitters, if I counted correctly. So we'll see Smith, Phillips, and Sowers.
So far, this game moving pretty quickly.
It is. Third inning so far. Good bunt to the pitcher. Solid strike over to first. Got her out by a couple steps there.
Yeah, Radulski was able to field that one, turn, fire, and throw an accurate ball over to first base to retire the leadoff hitter for the Titans. Now the leadoff hitter coming up.
Oh, okay, so I was one off. It was Phillips that hit that ball.
Yep, so Phillips retired with Sowers at the plate.
Shaking her off a couple times there is Radulski. Finally gets pitch, and it's a swing line drive over between the short and third there. Nice solid contact. Put in between the hole.
Got a base hit out of it.
Yep. No one was going to get that ball.
So Sowers, that was a good piece of hitting for Sowers. Got her pitch, was able to not try to do too much with it and just kind of pull it into left field.
And now we have Takashi up.
Yeah, Takachi just took that first pitch and fouled it right back over where we're sitting right here, Tyler.
Yep. A little bit behind us to the right.
Man, what a crazy sport softball would be if this massive backstop wasn't here.
Radulski shaking off the catcher one more time. Fires it inside.
That was pretty close, but didn't get rewarded with the strike call.
We'll mix the 1-1 count here. Right to right field. Makes a good catch out there. 2 down in the top of the third with
Hamis
coming
up for the TC West Titans. Hamis was robbed of probably at least a double.
Yes.
In the top of the 5th inning in the first game of the doubleheader.
We'll put scorers in running position and chance to score a couple more runs for TC West there in that first game. As their only runs came off a home run from Smith, I believe.
That's correct. Got all 3 runs off of one hit. One swing of the bat.
Yep. Second one was up and in by her hands. She had to back up a little bit. Makes the 1-1 count.
Yeah, it was actually had a chance to go talk with Hamis' father during the break between game 1 and game 2. Found out that Hamus and Radalski actually played travel baseball together.
That's interesting.
And she was able to push that one into right field for a base hit.
Good throw over there from right field, keeping the runner at second. So we have runners at first and second with 2 outs. A little bit of a 2-out rally here with Smith up again.
Yeah, got to keep it away from the middle of the plate with Smith up.
Usually your cleanup hitters, one of your most powerful hitters.
Yeah.
You want her to do the job when they have bases loaded or a couple runners on.
Runners in scoring position.
Yep.
Ooh, swing and a miss. What a good pitch. Nice snap throw, too.
Almost got her on the head there. She did get her on the head, but she didn't get her out there.
Tell you what, as a base runner, you cannot fall asleep on the base paths with these catchers for the Blue Devils, whether it's Wangler or Mogenberg. Can't fall asleep out there on the bases.
Yeah, pay attention to what you're doing. Oh.
That was a spectator eliminator, Tyler.
It was.
1 ball, 2 strike count, man. That was whistled.
Yeah. I believe it hit off the side of the dugout there on the brick and then ricocheted off.
It looks like everybody's okay.
Yep, luckily. Swing and a miss up top there from Radalski. Leaves runners stranded in scoring position with going in the bottom of the 3rd.
Going into the bottom of the 3rd, yeah, and that's going to give us some time to thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank our friends at the Pine Squirrel. Pine Squirrel, your place for great recreational fun, family activities. Stop in for a refreshment, join a softball league, meet up with some of your friends at the Pine Squirrel in Gaylord. We also want to thank Next Level Sandbag. Next Level Sandbag is your source provider for being able to take care of all of your water erosion issues. Friends, water levels in northern Michigan right now are causing so much havoc. Reach out to Next Level Sandbag and they can help mitigate your issue. That's Next Level Sandbag. So with that being said, Tyler, we're back in to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Blue Devils coming to the plate. What are you looking for in the first 3 hitters that the Blue Devils send, which will be Depew?
No, Shepard, Jones,
and Kozlowski. So the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Blue Devils, heart of the lineup. Maybe they can get something stirring and put some more runs on the board.
Yeah, you do want to see more runs. You want to see patience. You want to see some more gap hits or home runs here. Would be the best case scenario. But just keeping the line moving, getting base hits.
As we just eat some dirt.
Yeah.
As it's blowing across the diamond right now. Wind really starting to pick up. It was pretty mild at the beginning. Now it's starting to turn into a windy affair.
It is out here. Oh, ripped over there from by Shepard over the shortstop's head, gets all the way to the wall. It's a double to start off the bottom of the 3rd there for Gaylord.
Yeah, Shepard with a good piece of hitting. Didn't waste any time. Tyler got her pitch right down the middle, ripped it right over the shortstop. Ball had some juice on it, and before the left fielder could get to it, it was all the way to the wall. So leadoff double for the Blue Devils.
We have Jones up now. She flashed some other in the 1st and 2nd game now. Made a diving catch in the 1st game and threw a runner out at home. And now that ball looks like it's going to be out of here. Oh, it's up against the wall.
Dropped just on the wall. Back-to-back doubles for the Blue Devils to score 1 run.
They just trade places there.
That's right. So the approach at the plate has kind of changed. Back-to-back hitters swinging at the first pitch, Tyler. They must have saw something. And, this second time around the lineup, the hitters have been ready to attack when they step into the box.
Extremely ready. They're antsy almost. Another first pitch swing in. Right over the pitcher's head. Took a wicked hop over the pitcher's head. Hit second base, went into center field, and drove in Jones from second.
Yeah, so Kozlowski with the RBI single. Another hitter swinging on the first pitch. So that's 3 straight first pitches that Blue Devils have been swinging on. Now Mogenberg has really showing a lot of patience at the plate. Let's see if she continues that trend.
Yes. You'd assume so. How this inning is going, it's 3 pitches, 3 hits. Another first pitch swinging, and that one's gonna. She's gonna be safe all the way around. Dropped right in front of second again, and she couldn't get her out at short. She just fumbled with the ball there a little bit.
Yeah, unable to make the play was the second baseman, which allowed Kozlowski to get into second in time.
So now we'll have
a meeting on the mound, it looks like.
I believe they'll be taking Sowers out because this is her second game pitched. She's pitched 6 innings last game, or 5 innings last game, and
3.
2 this inning, 2 this game.
Well, let's see what they do, and let's see what the Titans decide to do here. Looks like they're going to stay with Sowers.
Yep, just a little pep talk.
Yeah, maybe just something to calm down or talk strategy about, you know, hitting or facing Radulski and then Wangler coming up for the Blue Devils. Potential to be a big inning for the Blue Devils as they have 2 on, still no outs, as they've already scored 2 times here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Let's see if Radulski can help her own case here and get a couple more runs, pad the lead a little bit more. If anything, okay, another first pitch swinging, went foul there.
So 5 straight hitters for the Blue Devils. The approach at the plate has changed. 4 out of 5 hitters getting on base.
And you have to believe that's what they talked about at the mound there, was to throw, not a better location, but just change up the approach on the first pitch there for Sowers.
That one just missed. That was a pretty good looking pitch.
And then on that play, they took 3rd there.
So Kozlowski able to advance. Titans caught napping, and Blue Devils make them pay. Kozlowski advances 60 feet to 3rd base.
So we got runners at the corners, no outs, 1-1 count here for Radulski.
Radulski doing a good job on the mound this afternoon as well, Tyler.
Yep, worked out a little bit of trouble in the first, settled down in the second. That one's hit to short, got the out of second.
And Radulski safe at first, but not before the run scored.
So we got another run in, 5-0 here for Gaylord. In the bottom of the 3rd, only 1 out. And runner on first here for Wangler.
Yeah, Blue Devils, you know, obviously the leadoff double, followed by another double by Jones. Kozlowski with the single up the middle. That one comes straight back.
Again, right back by us.
Another first pitch swinging.
Yep. Just got underneath that ball a little bit. Popped up back here. Second pitch here for Sowers inside and low. It's going to be a 1-1 count here. Foul tip to the plate there for Sowers or Wangler. Yeah. Sowers has a 1-2 count now on the hitter.
Got to protect the plate here if you're Wangler.
You do anything close. Up high. Fake snap throw the first. Just toss it back to the pitcher. Trying to chase it back to first base there. 2-2 count. Worked it even. Foul ball. Hit off her foot once she hit it.
Yeah, Wangler really working this count, Tyler.
Yes.
Have a couple foul balls here, making Sowers really execute her pitches.
She's making her throw the perfect pitch to get her out here. That one's hit to short. Short gets out at second, and second just eats it at second. So that puts 2 outs. Runner at first with a 5-0 lead still for...
That's right, and Lenardowitz coming to the plate.
Gaylord.
Yeah, the Titans didn't really have another option there other than to take that out at second. No chance to get Wangler at first.
Most important thing, though, is you did get that out of the second. You secured the 1 out. So you got it down to 2 outs. One 0 count here. Ball in the dirt, got by the catcher. First one I've seen get by the catcher so far today. Wangler advances to second. Now runners in scoring position for the hitter at the plate. Leonardowitz. Two 0 count. Taking up top for a ball. 3-0 count again, or now. She doesn't have to swing.
If this is the perfect pitch, though, you got to cut it loose, Tyler.
Yep. You want to keep the, you want to advance the lead. That one just same location as the last pitch. Just call the strike this time.
I think the umpire recognized that the pitcher hit the same spot twice.
Yep.
Giving the strike call there.
Same location again, 3 in a row at the same place. Makes it a 3-2 count. Anything close, she has to protect here.
As an umpire, you reward consistency.
You do.
And accuracy.
You have to. This one fouled off to the right-hand side. Right fielder running after it, and then just out of play over there by our first base camera. Makes it still a 3-2 count. Leonardowitz is working up there.
So one thing, Tyler, 2 outs, 3-2 count. Runners will be in motion on the pitch.
Yep.
It's going to be in.
Oh, wow. Went off the shortstop's glove there. The shortstop would have been able to stop it there. It would have been
tough play.
It would have been a tough play, but should at least stop the run from scoring there.
So 1 run in.
Yep. So Leonardowitz gets the RBI there with the single through the hole.
Shortstop. Yeah, that's a tough play.
It would have been a tough play to get her at first. She would have had to have perfect arm strength, good stretch by first, and it would have been hard to get her. Robbins at the plate here, number 9 hitter. 0-1 count here. Second one's fouled off. Umpire looks like he took it in the knee there. Had to sting a little bit. 0-2 count here on Robbins.
Yeah, Sauer's quickly ahead in the count.
Put it in play, Club. Let's go.
Fouled off again. Fouled off the last 2 pitches now here from Sowers. Next pitch is hit the right and caught by the right fielder there out there. So they scored 4 more runs there in that inning to make it 6-0. And we will be back and we'll hear from Gaylord Eye Care.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
And we're back here in the top of the 4th in a 6-0 game. Radulski still on the mound for Gaylord. We will see Teisworth, Metz, and Sozalski up here for TC West. The 5, 6, 7 hitters here. Radulski's been efficient ever since the first inning. Had a little bit of trouble there. Got some help from our defense. Settled down after that inning, and now is up 6-0 and count of her teammates there, getting her some run support. 1-0 count here. Kind of an accidental swing, check swing. Hit right to second, second throws it to first and gets the out there. It's 1 up, 1 down there. Good efficiency, 2 pitches, 1 out. Mets up to bat now. Good strike on the outside part of the plate for Radulski.
Gotta like the way that she's been able to attack the strike zone, Tyler.
Yes, very efficient. Very always around the strike zone.
Making good use of her pitches, not wasting any pitches. Sometimes pitchers will kind of burn a pitch or waste a pitch if it's a setup or something like that, but that's not something that Radulski wants to do as she's ahead in the count now.
This one's hit right past the pitcher. Shortstop picks it up and fires a strike over to first.
Man, that was a great play by the shortstop, Jones. Didn't have a lot of time, couldn't afford to fumble that ball at all. Had to pick it up and fire it. So the putout goes 6-3.
Right to her chest there at first. And now we have Sozalski up at the bat. Swing and a miss there. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Popped up to right field. Right field coming in for it. Settles under it and makes a catch. That's
yeah. Go ahead.
1-2-3 inning there. Another efficient inning for Radulski.
That's right, Tyler. Gotta give Radulski a lot of credit there. Got out of that inning in fewer than 10 pitches. So we want to talk about being able to pitch effectively and efficiently. Radulski has certainly been able to do so. And as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, that's going to give us some time to thank some more of our sponsors. Hey, the official sponsor of Gaylord Softball this year on Next Level Broadcasting is the Pine Squirrel. If you haven't been to the Pine Squirrel, you need to go check it out. If you're a fan of softball, baseball, hanging out with friends, or, if you're just ready to get out and enjoy the warm weather that we're having right now, you need to check out the Pine Squirrel in Gaylord, Michigan on US 27 South. That's the Pine Squirrel, the official sponsor of Gaylord Softball. Also want to thank our friends at Jimmy John's in Gaylord. Jimmy John's makes feeding the family easy, and in a freaky fast way, you can do just that at Jimmy John's in Gaylord. We also want to thank our friends at the Gaylord Vision Source, so Gaylord Eye Care Center. Proud vision source provider, Gaylord Eye Care Center, with 4 locations now in Gaylord, Sheboygan, Boyne City, and Bel Air. With that, Tyler, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Take it away.
We have the 1-2-3 hitters up. Jones, Shepherds, and Jones. First pitch outside there from Sowers. Super close to the zone. Just a little bit up and away. You'd like to see a quick, efficient inning for Sowers. She's had some trouble the last couple innings. Sowers throws one in the dirt, down and away again. Trying to stay away from Jones here. Ump's having a little discussion with the first base coach. 2-0 count here to Jones. Leadoff hitter and shortstop for Gaylord. Slaps one in the right center field. Another double. Maybe she'll stretch it up. Nope. She's staying at second with a double there. Nice leadoff double. Puts runners in scoring position real early for Gaylord. See if they can drive in a couple more runs here in the bottom of the 4th. Already up 6-0.
Jones, the lefty there, just got out in front of that one, pulled it right into the right center field gap. And that was an easy double, Tyler.
It was.
I could have made it into second on that hit.
It was. Next pitch swung at, first pitch again. Right past that diving shortstop. And Jones is coming all the way home, doesn't have to slide. And on the throw, Shepard advances to second.
That's multiple times this afternoon that the Blue Devils have taken advantage of the Titans throwing home, trying to get the lead runner, and then taking second base or third base because of that.
Sometimes as a defense, you just have to know when to eat it and when to throw it home.
Got to hit the cutoff.
Yep. Another play hit in the same location, just past the diving shortstop. Shortstop can't get it, and Shepard is drove in by Jones. So Shepard drives in Jones. Jones drives in Shepard. Now we have Kozalski up with a runner on first, no outs, and an 8-0 game here for Gaylord.
Tyler, it's crazy how quickly the approach had changed for the Blue Devils starting in the top of the third inning.
Yep.
Being much more aggressive, swinging on those first pitches, not allowing Sowers to get ahead in the count.
If they were in the zone, they were swinging on them on the first pitch. They found something in that first pitch they liked, and every single one of them has been hitting it and swinging early. That one was down and low in the dirt. 1-0 count here for Gaylord.
That's hit off the end of the bat to the shortstop. Going to be a tough play at first. And safe at first.
Gets
advancing. Yeah, advancing on the wild throw was Jones to third base.
Heads up base running again by Jones. And Kozalski was safe at first. Would have been a tough play either way if the first baseman would have caught that. See Mogenberg coming up with runners at the corners, no outs. Just have to keep this ball in the air. I'm assuming the pitcher will take 2 for 1 if they can get that. And 2 for 1 is just a double play, and then the run scores from third. So you'd have 2 outs, no runners on. Mogenberg gets a ball on the first pitch. 1-0 count. Next pitch is swung, hit the third. Third throws a strike over to first, gets out at 1. 1 out, runner scores from third, and the runner from first advances to second.
And Mogenberg, all she had to do was score the runner from third.
Yep.
She did her job, didn't try to do too much.
Nope.
You know,
and it was it looked like third was running on contact there.
Right.
So no matter what, it'd been a close play if she would have decided to throw home. And she couldn't have got that out at second there because she was already there by the time she picked up the ball. 2-0 count, or I think it's a 1-0 count.
It's 2 balls, no strikes.
Okay.
For Radulski.
I don't know if that was right or correct or not, but I was just pop up right to short. Short makes the catch. 2 outs. Runner on second.
That was a nice play made by the shortstop. Sometimes those easy plays where you're kind of going back, having to backpedal, and the wind's blowing against you, it's tough to track the ball in flight.
Yep. Not always the easiest. It looked like it almost popped out of her glove there because she had to put the second hand over top of it. Always use 2 hands to catch the ball. Strike on top of the zone. Makes it 0-1 for Sowers. Wangler up at the plate.
Oh, that thing popped the glove. That
did.
Thing had some smoke on it, but missed inside.
Right to third. Third fires over to first. First gets the out. Wangler gets out at first there. The Gaylord scores 3 more runs there to advance their lead 9-0. We go on the top of the 5th where we will see, I believe, the 8-9-1 hitters. We will come back in a minute with the
top of the 5th.
Yeah, top of the 5th.
Are you sick and tired of monotonous family dinners? Then you need to call an audible and let BC Pizza take care of the rest. They've been the best source of handmade, hometown gourmet pizzas since 1988. And with over 30 locations, they're built to serve you. Their presence in each community has been second to none. BC Pizza has a wide variety of menu options, including salads, grinders, and of course, their famous pizza. BC Pizza, the best choice pizza.
In the top of the fifth, we will see the 8-9-1 hitters. We have Jones coming in the pitch now, taking over for Radalski. Radalski pitched a good 4 innings. No runs, couple hits.
Few strikeouts.
Yep, few strikeouts. And looks like the other Jones that was in center will move to short.
So that's Aubrey Jones moving to short.
And
yep. Radalski going to center.
Yes. No, I do not think that's Radalski in center.
Okay, we'll work to get that updated for every one of our viewers.
It looks like 1 is going out to play, and then it looks like 22 is back in. So
Wangler in center.
Okay, and then number 1 in right.
And so we do have a substitution. We'll work to get that updated for everyone here.
Looks like Mogenberg's out at third too.
That's right. So a couple quick changes for the Blue Devils as they go to the top of the fifth.
Up 9-0. 1 run to walk it off in the bottom of fifth if no runs are scored here. First one in there, first strike.
I tell you, as a hitter, there really is no rest in terms of whatever pitcher you're facing for Gaylord.
No, there's really not.
I mean, you've got to be on your A game when you come to the plate.
You have to be ready.
No matter who you're facing.
Yep. Radalski did good through 4 innings. Changed the eye levels, changed the speed. Got some help from defense.
And there's a strikeout quickly for Jones.
Yep. Working quickly and efficiently. We have the number 9 hitter, number 9 Phillips, up at the bat. First one low and away from Jones. 1-0 count here. Second one low and down in the dirt. 2-0 count here.
Wind seems to be here to stay right now, Tyler.
Yep. Sun died down.
Wind
behind
picked
the clouds.
up.
Yep. Feels nice out here. It was 88 most of the day I saw. And
yeah, high pressure heat wave coming through northern Michigan.
Yep.
Jones pitching now, finds herself behind the count 0-3.
Finds the zone on the last one. Phillips wasn't enticed to swing on that. Makes a 3-1 count. She doesn't have to swing here. May not want to swing here. 3-2 count now. She found the zone the last 2 pitches now. Painted the corner on the second last one, then up and away in the last one. Next pitch fouled off. Hard, hit the screen on the right-hand side. Only 1 out. Top of 5. 3-2 count. Oh, wow. Almost a perfect location from Jones there.
Yeah, just missed a little bit inside.
Just a little bit down. Or inside, either way. Now we have the lead-up hitter, the pitcher for TC West for both games so far, Sowers, up at the plate. 1 runner on, 1 out, down 9. Need some base runners. Another foul one to the right. Almost hit the baseball dugout. We've seen a lot of those today.
Yeah, Tyler, I mean, you don't want to be sitting on the first base side of the spectator bleachers.
No, you do
this
not.
afternoon.
Nope. Next one just fouled off, went right between Wengler's legs and hit the back stop. Oh, 2 count here. Got ahead of the hitter early. 2 foul balls. Next one in the dirt. Wengler down.
Wow. What a throw.
She gunned her out by a mile.
That was impressive, Tyler.
It was, and Phillips comes up with just dust all over. Probably had a mouthful of dust too.
We've got a mouthful of dust here,
Yep,
Tyler.
we do.
This wind is picking up. But you want to talk about a great throw from the catcher Wrangler to get Phillips at second base.
You know, and this isn't their number one catcher, I don't believe. I think Mogenberg
Well,
is.
I think they're interchangeable.
Yes, yes.
You know, but watching the snap throws that Mogenberg has made behind the plate and Wrangler has made behind the plate, I mean, virtually irreplaceable.
They are.
But also a very intricate part of a good team dynamic, having multiple catchers.
This one's hit the third. Third throw is a strike over to first. Chest high throw. Gets a runner out at first. One hit, no runs. Only need one to walk this off here in the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah, and let's talk about what we saw from the Blue Devils defense in the top of the fifth inning right there, Tyler. It was one strikeout by Jones.
Yep.
And then the play, third base, the put out.
Yep.
And then the
gun out at second.
The great throw down to second from Wrangler to get Phillips trying to steal second. And as the Blue Devils continue to progress this season, being able to field and defend, but also keep the runners honest.
Yep.
That becomes very important and crucial, especially as it pertains to just playing error-free baseball, mistake-free softball, I should say. Can't give free passes to the opposing hitters. And that's what I've been impressed about so far this afternoon for the Blue Devils is their ability to not make errors. And if they do make an error, not compound it.
Well, it's not a costly error either. It's not a big situation where they have runners on the base and they drop a fly ball in the outfield or something like that. If they do make errors, it's errors that don't come back to haunt them or don't affect them in that situation.
Right. And from our unofficial track, I don't believe the Blue Devils have committed an error in the second game of the doubleheader.
I don't think they have. Been clean so far. In that last thing, Wrangler really helped out her pitcher when she walked that lead or that second person of the inning. Got her out at second, made a 2 outs instead of because we have a train horn.
No, there's a soccer game
okay.
going on right next door.
Okay.
Lenardowitz at the plate though for the Blue Devils.
It sounds like a train horn.
It does.
2-0 count here on her.
I think that train horn is to signal that a goal was just scored.
Gotcha.
Good hitters count though for Lenardowitz.
Up high, 3-0. I was always told as a hitter you're supposed to look at a size of a washcloth, and that's where you want the pitch to be if you're swinging 3-0. If it's not bigger, if it's not in that location, then you don't swing at all. Because you still got a couple more pitches to work with.
Right, and especially if you're going against a pitcher who, might be kind of tiring out.
Yep.
Sowers has pitched multiple innings and multiple games this afternoon.
10 innings so far.
Make her make good pitches like she just did.
So that's a 3-2 count now. Makes it full. Anything close here she has to swing at.
Got to give credit to the TC West catcher, James. She's caught both games today. Typically in doubleheaders, you don't see the same catcher catch both games.
No. Like we saw with Gaylord, we saw Mogenberg catch most of the first doubleheader. As we see a swing and a miss there from
Lenardowitz, yeah, that was a nice pitch.
It was. Slowed it down, dropped down in the zone, swung over top of it. Now we have a pinch hitter for a replacement in right field or center field now she's playing is Wrangler. First ball's up high, 1-0 count. Second pitch is down and low, skipped up to the catcher.
So second consecutive hitter for the Blue Devils to be ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yep. last one we saw Sowers work at full and eventually get the out there. Swing and a miss on the third strike. But in this count, we have 2-0. Third one down the way. So again, you don't have to swing if you don't want to. You're going to get your top of the order, Jones, Shepard, and Jones again. So it'd be nice to have a couple runners on for them. But you never know if it's your pitch. You can hit in the gap and set them up for an RBI. That one she just looks at as it goes up above her eyes.
Yeah, 4-pitch walk for Wangler. That'll bring up Jones, the leadoff hitter. Last time Jones was at the plate, she pulled one right into right field. Hit it on a line. She got a double and then eventually came around to score on a double by Shepard.
I believe now they're having another mound meeting. We haven't seen another pitcher for TC West, so I don't know if they have any more or if they're just going to stick it out with Sowers here through this last inning or in the 2 innings or an inning and a half.
Yeah, let's see what they decide to do here as they gather on the mound once again. More than likely, Tyler, they're probably talking about how they want to play the infield with one runner on first base and Jones coming to the plate.
Yep. How to attack the hitter.
Right, how to attack the hitter, what to look for in the infield. You know, if also you want to communicate between the second baseman and the shortstop who's going to be covering the second base bag.
Yep.
If Wangler does indeed attempt to steal. So that's also something that all players on the infield need to be aware of.
But this TC West team has to know who's coming up. That's Jones. You know,
right.
She already hit a home run and a double in both games. Drove it in 4 or 5 runs.
So let's see what their strategy is for the leadoff hitter for the Blue Devils.
Okay. She looked at that one on the outside. Surprised if she wasn't first pitch swinging there on that one. Looked like a fastball just now outside.
Yeah, but that was a nice pitch, well executed.
Yep.
Tough to do anything with that on the outside part of the plate.
You just have to take it where it comes from. Hit it back to left field. That one's a strike at the bottom of the zone.
So after the mound visit, Sowers quickly up
0-2.
Yeah.
And the leadoff hitter Jones here. 0-2. Third one is
just a little high, man. That was a good pitch.
That was a good pitch. Catcher started moving a little bit.
Got to give credit to Jones for being able to let that one go by, you know, very nonchalantly. Just knew that it was a little high.
She knows the strike zone. Oh, right off the pitcher's ankle and into center field. Center field throws it and hits the runner at third, but she is safe there.
That's right. And Jones, once again, advancing because the TC West Titans tried to get the lead runner and missed the cutoff.
Yep.
And Jones advances to second. So, I mean, how many times have we seen that, Tyler?
But that one was a good throw to third.
Right.
It just happened to hit the runner there. Maybe a little bit
would have been
higher.
A close bang play at third base if it wouldn't have hit Wangler.
But yes, again, like you said, you have to hit the cutoff person.
Yep.
And then you stop the runner from going to first or second, I should say. With 1 out, 1-0 count, 9-0 in the bottom of the 5th. That one slapped over her head. And that will score 1, and that will walk it off with a 10-0 win against TCA West. They won 13-3 and 11-0 to put up. It was actually 10-0 there.
That's right, but they'll give them the extra run as you know. You can give Shepard the 2 RBI single.
Yep.
So with that, that's going to conclude our coverage from Gaylord High School softball field. For myself, Charles Strail, Tyler Bowerman, Nick Wenzel operating our first base camera. We thank you for tuning in. We'll be back. And if you liked our broadcast tonight and anything else that we've done here at Next Level Broadcasting, feel free to like and subscribe or check us out on Facebook for any of our other previously streamed Gaylord High School softball games. With that, that'll conclude tonight's coverage. Have a great rest of the night, everyone. Good night.